Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another edition of 6 for 6. Sorry for the delay. We all know the world of MI6 Sports Network. It's the home of technical difficulties, and I ran into some technical difficulties, had to restart my computer, and my web browsers were going extremely slow. So with that, it kind of ate so much time getting it up. It literally took me 30 minutes to get this program up and running. It crashed about 12 minutes before the first hour at 6 and kind of pushed me back ever since. But I think we're going to go like a lightning fast pace in today's show because I don't know what's going to happen and technical difficulties may arise. So let's make this a quick, easy program, get you all in and out and enjoy your evening. So let's get underway. But before we do that, let's do a quick, some announcements to get this going. So the first thing I want to bring out to your attention, ladies and gentlemen, that the MI6 YouTube channel has crossed over 10,000 views on YouTube. So congratulations to us. We've done some great milestones over this course of the 2 years, starting in 2020, reaching up to here. So we're on a good pace of doing a lot of good stuff here on this network. So thank you for all your love and support. And we couldn't go anywhere without you guys. So let me give you some recaps on my, picks for the last week. I ended up going another 3 for 3. I'm getting 500 on this. My picks are about 50-50. I'm a coin flip. So I think, if I had a batting average that was, 50%, I think I'll be the, one of the best hitters out there. I'm just saying. But my overall record, for 6 for 6 in picking games, I'm 16 for 14 this season. I know we go all the way up to the, the new year or when our holiday break is. So that's where our cutoff is. And we'll evaluate our wins and losses one final time, and then in 2023, that's where we'll have a complete recap of the previous season and show you what my final record was and how my average ended up becoming. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, we will go into our first, all that stuff, but we got some good stuff from our fans tuning in. He says, John Alcorn says, "What's up, my man? John, I'm doing great. And let's go, 10,000 views." And then Kirsty Wilson tuning in saying, MI6 is on the rise. Yes, it is, ladies and gentlemen. We are making small leaps and bounds. One day we'll have 1 million views on that YouTube channel as well as other platforms combined. So I can't wait for us to hit that milestone. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, let's break into our 6 for 6. So we're going to start off with some nice Olympic hockey in the qualifier round. Canada versus Sweden Thursday, February 10th at 11 p.m. Eastern, 8:30 p.m. Pacific time. I guess you can catch this game on Peacock if you guys have that. Couldn't really find too much information about these two teams because it's the Olympics and it's really hard to get the Olympics teams and all those statistics down. So with that, we'll just give you how they did across the board. So Canada ended up going undefeated in their, qualifying matches, and Sweden went 2 for 2. So make this short and sweet. I'm going to have to go with Canada on this one. They've been dominant again, like they have been in the previous Olympics, and I think they're going to be able to do fine in this quarterfinals. So I'm going to have to go with Canada on this one. See, we got a comment going in. Kirsty Wilson's also picking Canada in this matchup. So next up in 6 for 6, we're going to some college men's basketball. I got some nice even matchups. A 24 versus a 25. UConn versus Xavier. Got some stats for you. But I'm going to put my pick out there before I give you the analysis. So you say, oh, he swayed his opinion based on the statistics. So we're going to go with UConn on this one, and I'll break it down to why. Both teams are evenly matched. Conference, UConn is 6-4 versus Xavier's 6-5. Now, if you look at some of their, records, UConn is 15-6. Xavier is 16-6. Evenly matched across the board's wins and losses. And if you look at the favorite, Xavier is a 53% chance favorite to win it, but they're at home. But I think UConn can easily pull up the, greater stand. If you look at some of their matchups, a lot of the games, I would say UConn's on a 2-game losing streak, so they have that momentum to break that 2-game losing streak and easily turn that around and make sure they come back out on top. I know Xavier's on a 1-game losing streak, but they're going to try to turn that around at home. But UConn's on that 2-deficit losing streak. They're going to easily try to make it around. And plus, it's conference play on top of that. So it's definitely a key win for UConn to be able to pull that one off. With that, we got some comments rolling in. Kirsty Wilson is going with UConn as well on this one. Next up in the 4th spot, we got some NBA for you hoops, ladies and gentlemen. We got the Bucks and Suns looking at that previous NBA Finals matchup that happened last year. Get some action in it again. But I think since it's more the regular season and the, Phoenix Suns are in the driver's seat, they're like 43-10. Another great year for the Phoenix Suns. Compared to the Milwaukee Bucks are 34 and 21. So it's not the greatest, but at the same time, if you look at the homestand, the Phoenix Suns are 22-5 compared to the Milwaukee Bucks on the road is 15-12. So as you can see, Phoenix Suns are home in this game. I think it's a no-brainer that you select the Phoenix Suns with that record being 22-5 at home and all that stuff. But if you look at that, the Milwaukee Bucks are on a 3-game winning streak for this matchup to this point forward, and the Phoenix Suns are on a 2-game winning streak, but they're trying to improve that to 3. Obviously, the Bucks are trying to improve that at home, but I feel like that home winning stand is going to be a key deciding factor in this one, ladies and gentlemen. And with that, Kirsty Wilson's going to go with the Bucks on this one. So it's going to be, let's see how that ends up going. But like I said, 2 good teams. Hopefully we get a rematch in maybe in the finals, get, some bad blood part 2 for the Phoenix Suns. But at the same time, any non-super team in the NBA Finals, I would say, is like a nice matchup, something different for the fans to watch. I think that's what the fans like, and that's what we got in the Super Bowl. 2 teams that we normally don't see in it, and we're hoping for a good game. And that's what all fans truly want at the end of the day. With that, we go to our 3rd slot, ladies and gentlemen. We go with Georgia, number 17, Georgia versus number 14, LSU women's college basketball, Thursday, February 10th at 8:30 p.m. Pacific. No, not Pacific, Eastern. My goodness, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, the technical difficulties still arise within me. And we have the, 5:30 p.m. Pacific time on the SEC network. With this one, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go with the upset. I'm going to go with the Lady Bulldogs taking care of business. Some conference play to even it out, but I don't have much statistics because ESPN doesn't really provide that to me. So I only have the wins and losses. But at the same time, these 2 teams have lost close to Florida. And just looking at some of the other teams, like there's evenly matched against some of the teams that they played. So it's really going to be a good matchup from start to finish. But I'm going to go with the Lady Bulldogs on this one. We'll see what Kirsty Wilson has to say. She's going to go with LSU. And with that, we're going to go into our 2 slot, ladies and gentlemen. With the 2 slot, we got UCLA and USC. Number 21 USC versus number 12 UCLA men's college basketball, Saturday, February 12th, right before the Super Bowl, ladies and gentlemen. 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific on ESPN. For me, I'm going to go with UCLA. I know I picked UCLA in the past. They've struggled, but I think this is a more of a favorable matchup for them. You look at some of the records, USC is 19-4, UCLA is 16-4. Conference record for UCLA is 8-3 compared to USC's 9-4. So as you can see, a lot of even matches across the board. UCLA is on a 2-game losing streak, and they lost a triple overtime to Arizona State, a tough loss. But obviously USC has lost to Arizona, but UCLA was able to beat Arizona, and that's how my deciding factor is. That's why I'm end up selecting UCLA over USC. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we have Kirsty Wilson picking in UCLA on this one. With that, we'll go to our final pick for tonight's program because I know I want to avoid all technical difficulties, and I'll do a quick recap of all the games, and then we'll sign on off. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to the Super Bowl. Number 1 pick. I think you got to put this in the number 1. I don't know if you could put anything else higher than this besides other sporting events. I know I probably left some other key sporting events, but Rams and the Cincinnati Bengals in the Super Bowl, Sunday, February 13th at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 3:30 p.m. Pacific on NBC. This is going to be a key matchup from start to finish. But the thing is, it's going to be the Rams defense. These teams are evenly matched. Let me give you the offense statistics, ladies and gentlemen. Points per game, same. 27.1 points per game for both squads. Points allowed per game, 18.3 for the Rams compared to the 19 0.7 for the Cincinnati Bengals. Let's look at the offenses. Total offensive yards about per game. We got the Rams with 386.3 compared to the Cincinnati Bengals 385.2 total yards per game. So as you can see, evenly matched across the board. So it's going to be very offenses can match each other, go pace for pace, but it's that defense allowing total yards. The total yards allowed for the Rams is 286.7 compared to the Cincinnati Bengals 395.7. So it's that total, that Rams defense going to keep this game interesting. And if that Rams defense is solid from start to finish, I will say the Rams will win the Super Bowl. If the defense struggles, it's going to come down to who has the ball last, and that's how this game is going to end up being won. Those are the two scenarios. But in my cases, I think the Rams are going to be able to pull it out just because that defense and that Cincinnati, offensive line needs to get that act together. If they can't get that act together, this game's a wrap, and this Super Bowl is going to stay. We shouldn't say stay with the Rams. It's going to be one home again at a home team stadium in the Super Bowl for the second time in a row. I think that's where we're going to go with that. With that, we got some of our comments. With that, Kirsty Wilson is going to go with the, Bengals trade deadline. Well, Isaiah, we're going to talk more of that on No BS tomorrow, so we'll have that predictions and all that stuff. And Isaiah's also picking, let's go Bengals, John Alcorn. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we'll do a quick recap, and we'll be on signing off with that. With that, we go with our picks. In the 6th spot, we got Canada versus Sweden women's ice hockey quarterfinals Thursday, February 10th at 11:10 p.m. Eastern. I messed up on the times there at 8:10 p.m. Pacific time. You can catch that game on Peacock. Next game, we have UConn, number 24, versus number 25, Xavier, men's college basketball. Friday, February 11th at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific on FS1. I'm going to go with UConn in this one. Next up, we got the Bucks and Suns. I got the Suns in this game. And this game's on Thursday at February 10th at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific on TNT. Next up in the 3rd slot, we got number 17, Georgia versus number 14, LSU women's college basketball. Thursday, February 10th at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. Pacific on the SEC network. In the 2nd slot, we got UCLA, number 12th in the nation versus number 21, USC men's college basketball. Saturday, February 12th at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific on ESPN. And the number 1 spot, ladies and gentlemen, we got the Super Bowl with the Cincinnati Bengals and the Rams. Sunday, February 13th at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, 3:30 p.m. Pacific on NBC. With that, we'll give you a quick reminder of what my stats are. So last week I went 3 for 3. Hopefully we can get another, 5 for 1 in there or complete 6 for 6. And then my overall record is 16 and 14 for this season. And picking these games, and just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, MI6 has reached over 10,000 views on our YouTube channel. So thank you for all your love and support, and we'll see you all tomorrow on No BS. That's it for the 6 for 6, and that is it for the MI6 Sports Network. So long for now. Take care for everyone, and enjoy the rest of your evening. Ciao.